Hey everyone, this is Jamie again. Before I started this video, I kind of went for a really crazy makeup look and ended up stabbing my eye with a brush, but I still like how it looks. So let's pretend that I didn't have tears all over my face because it ached. It's still really artsy, and art sometimes can hurt. Anyway, today's topic is that I think we've started to lost our sense of individuality. I'm sorry, I've been saying really long words in Portuguese, and because of that, I've been kind of dying with long words in English as well. So it's like, can I at least speak some language, please? Anyway, so what I meant is that I feel like everyone kind of tries to put an Instagram filter on their lives. Like for instance, like a guy should be like six packs. Um, a girl must have Botoxy lips or huge lips. And these expectations are for everyone really, as well as non-binary people. Like you can say that when it comes to non-binary people, people expect them to be androgynous or something. And these restrictions, it's not even that we get called out, it's that the person individually decides to go into that box. And I've noticed it kind of all over the place. Like, it got me thinking, like, I was browsing for Reddit, like I normally do before a video. And there were like, what stereotypical gay things you don't like, or like people asking stereotypical bottom things, top things. And I've also noticed that we've kind of divided into tops and bottoms, and um, technically I'm a verse, but I give off, I guess, very heavy bottom vibes. And recently I kind of um, have not been feeling like topping as much. Simply because I have surgeries down the line, and I'm like, oh, yeah, things are gonna happen there. But also, it's quite hasslesome to top at times. Anyway, I don't want this to be a sexual video because I'm talking about people being sheep. So my point is, and another trend which I noticed was on Instagram. I saw this a lot. There's a lot of kind of beauty makeups which are fighting the box, but they all look the same. And they all are like, oh, we're doing a makeup revolution. No reference to the brand. Like, we're doing ugly art and being unapologetic. And I see everyone doing it. And it's like in Fight Club, where every city has a Fight Club, and then they unite, and then they all just become the same. And then they all chant his name as Robert Paulson. And the thing is, people still don't understand that Tyler Durden is not the one you should follow in the story. Unless you want to have a fight club, I guess. And you're into that idea of franchising. So yeah, and I guess I kind of always wanted to stick out in life because I I liked my differences. I just couldn't fit in because I was bullied as an outcast for simply being raised in Latin America and not speaking good languages. um, I don't mean good languages. I didn't speak well at other languages because I speak quite a lot. And obviously, some got the chop of my brain, out of my brain. And it all started with me Well, with the fact that I was obviously very masculine, but that's obvious. But also with music, and music gave me an outlet to just zone out, be myself. And to this day, I still discover new artists which I can sort of relate to, or music whose I like, simply just for the music or the originality. And I remember I had an interesting conversation with one of my best friends, and it was really funny because I consider myself like old already and ancient. And if you've noticed, I've been using like anti-age stuff. I have no wrinkles. I don't know if any of you care, but whatever. And basically, she went asking me what am I listening to, and at the time I was heavily, heavily obsessed with Nin, and I still like I am heavily obsessed with Nine Inch Nails, Trent Reznor specifically. So she asked me what am I listening to. I was like, oh, you'll never guess, I'm listening to Nin, and she's like, I'm sorry, my dog misses me, so I'm trying to film this video within the time frame where my dog might not miss me enough. And she went, that is so 20 years ago. And even 30, now that I think of it. Regardless, it was it was really funny for me because I was kind of like digging into 90s stuff. I like yesterday I was like listening to Nin, haha. And I went, okay, I want something heavier. And my daily mix I had like Marilyn Manson, who I never really liked that much. Because the singles I remember were from the golden age of grotesque. And I never got a chance to listen to properly to Mechanical Animals besides the Dope Show. And I went listening and I just got so entertained by it that I didn't really want to stop. I just wanted it on repeat for the whole night. Um, yeah, dog noises. Anyway, as I was saying, so it made me think that people not so long ago wanted to be different, and there were different subcultures as well. And I feel like there was more diversity within that. And right now, it ceased to exist. Everyone just wants to be like Kardashian inspired. But at the same time, when it comes to different like countries, they have different stereotypes which they want to follow. And by the end of the day, don't miss. By the end of the day, my dog is now having zoomies. I am so sorry. It's just that I actually tasked myself to do everything within 10 minutes, more or less. And I wanted to say that you should really be individual. And it also applies to the trans cookie mold as well. Music tastes like I went on an enormous rant about. And just in general, be creative. Like makeup, for instance, like go wild here. Like I was reading that foundation shouldn't be matte, and I was like, oh, my oily skin are gonna love this. And there are trends which I don't like. There's music which I don't like, and I think we should embrace our individuality instead of trying to be someone else, because there's only obviously one you, and obviously you have a certain music taste, a certain taste for everything. And instead of en masse watching Game of Thrones if you don't like it, stop. Stop pleasing people. Please yourself. Masturbate. And that was me. Thank you.